Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary of the Unranked Challenger with only viewer picks. We are playing some Yasuo Mid today with a comment talking about how they feel like they've never seen a Yasuo game from me, and to see if basically I can make a video on it. Yasuo definitely is a challenging champion compared to like somebody like Yone. But we got a pretty good early game trade-off. Not bad, I would take it. So anyways, how Yasuo works is that he is a champion that I would say you normally want to get an advantage on him. I'll just pop my shield here, I guess. Against mages, he feels pretty nice. He has the one wall ability, which a lot of people don't like. In my opinion, the way that I've seen him play during the early game when I play versus Yasuo's is through waiting for your shield to be up, which is this meter that's beneath your HP bar. The meter fills up through just moving around. There is no other way to get the meter to go up. Like, I do have movement abilities might help out with getting the meter, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is just walking everywhere, because you will be able to get it back up. And when it is up, the next time you take damage from an enemy champion specifically, so it doesn't matter if you get hit by enemy minions and stuff, then you're able to, oh dang, I would have missed that. I'm just going to win wall here just so I can walk away. Anyways, then you're able to walk up, fight them, you get a shield, and when you fight them with the shield, they're going to deal less damage to you, and then you normally just win the trade. So you're just walking around, making your shield go up, jump in with your E. How your E works is that it has, like, basically no cooldown. Oh, dang, I would took her terror shot there. If anything, I'm going to outplay myself by getting myself killed by, like, maybe making a mistake, but okay, never mind. She just made an even bigger mistake than me. I have no idea. Remember that we're only master tier, so people are going to make bigger mistakes than if I was, like, in a higher rank. I'm sure that if it was, like, a Grandmaster or a Challenger Orianna, I would never get a kill like that. Anyways, I was going to talk about, sorry, like, it's kind of difficult to play this champion and that I don't even play often ever, and also talk about what he does. But anyways, Yasuo does scale pretty well. He does good with attack speed and crit. Similar to Yone, his Q is his main damage source, which is every single third Q does a knock-up, which effectively allows you to ulti. The cooldown and also the speed at which your Q comes out is affected by attack speed, so attack speed feels very nice on him, so you can get your Q3 up more frequently, and also like lethal tempo and stuff. The way that you harass people is almost always through minion waves. If there are no minions, then that is a struggle to get on top of somebody. The minion waves are important because your E has, like, no cooldown. When you go through something, it will mark it, so you can't go back through the same thing that you already hit just very recently. So you can see that they're marked, and then I can't go through it again. But it doesn't matter because there's so many minions in a minion wave that you can normally just, like, only use some of them to go forwards, then jump onto the opponent, and then just use the minions again to leave. So it's very easy to just go forward and back over and over again, harassing when you have your shield up. And then if you can fit in some Qs to, like, get your Q3 up, it makes it even better. Also, I guess I did say that only champions proc your shield, but also monsters do too, so... As you can see, good poke onto her again. I mean, if she wants to fight me, she just has to stop getting so close to the minions that allows me to hit her. That's, like, the biggest thing. She's just allowing me to get on top of her over and over again, and that's just, like, such a big deal. Another thing about your E is that every single time you use it, it charges it. Or it gives you a stack of it, up to 4 stacks. That just increases the damage that it does. And it increases up to a pretty high amount. It increases up to 100% bonus, I believe, still. Oh, it just doesn't even say percentage bonus. It just says 18 more damage, but it stacks up to 4 times, which is literally double damage. So it goes from 73 to 140 something. Now, I do have my ultimate. What my ultimate does is that I can, instantly go to anybody who's been knocked up, and I will extend the knock-up duration, and then slam them on the ground, deal damage, and then I get bonus armor pen. And that's a very specific word there. I don't get armor pen as a bonus. Okay, are they just griefing? Anyways, to go back onto what I'm saying is that if I'm versus somebody who has no armor purchased in the game, like me, for instance, I have 54 armor, I'll get no value whatsoever. But if I go versus a Rammus who presses W with Thornmail, and his armor is like 70 base plus 300, that 300 shreds 50% of it. So, oh yeah, it's 60%, and it's also only crits. What the hell? Okay, so they changed a little bit. I have not realized that they changed it like that. This is still fine. There's no way that this guy should be able to kill me here. Pairing with anybody on your team that has crowd control feels... Okay, sorry, not CC, but a knockup feels freaking amazing. If you have a Diana on your team, a Gragas, a Lee Sin, whatever it might be, they can just press their button, whatever it is. Gragas obviously is different than Lee Sin Ultimate, but you can use your ultimate off of them, and it makes it so much easier to play Yasuo because you can get on top of somebody without having to prep your Q3 inside of a minion wave, right? Because minion waves are such a big deal for Yasuo. But hopefully that you guys understand what the 60% bonus armor pen means, that if they have like a huge amount of armor and you can crit them, you can get rid of a lot of the armor that they purchased. Otherwise, you don't get armor pen at all. Doesn't do anything. Yasuo also gets more crit than other champions, just like how Yone does. He gets double crit chance. Even with double crit chance, it looks like people still go heavily into like either Bork or a Kraken Slayer first. I guess because Kraken Slayer was recently buffed, I believe, and it's just like a really strong item right now. Nice. So what I did there is that he used Counter-Strike, which is Jax's ability, which is the scary one, right? So after he used Counter-Strike, then I will ulti him to keep him locked down. It gives me a bonus armor pen, and Jax ultimate does give him bonus armor, but also I'm just using it because you should always use it. It does good damage, and has a pretty low CD. It gets very, very, very short as the game continues, though. Level 2 ultimate is a 47-second cooldown with no CDR, basically. So, eventually you just use it whenever you knock somebody up, really. Unless you're going to get yourself killed, obviously, if you go into, like, a big amount of players and stuff. Level 3 ultimate has a less than 30-second CD, like a Lux ultimate. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, and then we chase him down using the minions to stay on top of him because we already eat him, and we just constantly Q auto attack, try to make it so we can get our Q3 available to knock him up over and over again. I mean, Yasuo is honestly quite simple to understand for how he's supposed to be. Also, this guy's just griefing, bro. He just does not care. But at the same time, I just went to... Oh, never mind. He's still dead. Anyways, this champion is simple because it's just like, alright, the plan is E towards them, use your wind wall effectively, just Q them, auto-attack them as much as you can. But it becomes a lot more complicated when you start fighting people that also can fight you back. It's just like, now if you play against a Vex, alright, if I E forward, I give her a passive proc, and then she's gonna fear me, and I can't wind wall, like, that ability, so I have to, like, try to figure out, can I just, like, tank it, and then keep going afterwards? Should I ulti her? When you use your ultimate, you also get your shield back, because it resets what's called your flow, which is the meter underneath that I explained. So if you initiate with your shield and then ulti them, you can get your shield again for 2 shields, and obviously that's pretty effective. I have my Kraken Slayer in base. I should probably just go buy. Also, I don't know if Orianna just didn't want to lane swap, because when she ultied the wave, it was kind of confusing, but you can see that she is winning versus Vladimir. So maybe they just figured that Orianna versus me is bad, and having a mage against Vlad is better. Plus, I think Jax probably doesn't want to go against that champion too, right? I'm imagining. So what's good about Kraken Slayer Bork instead of crit, even though crit is very strong on Yasuo, is that your Q applies on hit effects. Your Q is just an auto attack, considered an auto attack. So that means you can auto attack very frequently. Wow, he flashed away. That's surprising. Did not think he would do that. If Kha'Zix ganked me, I think I could 1v2 if I exhaust correctly. My damage is really insane now because of this Kraken. Apparently that dodges my auto attack. Oh my goodness. Alright, that was a little bit too aggressive by me, I guess. I went pretty damn hard. I don't know how much I can do on Yasuo, and sometimes I might, like, play for an aggression play that I feel like I can escape from when I really can't. That was probably a bit too much for me. So we gave Twitch a tiny shutdown. I still think that the game state is too good to really lose at this point. Man, this is awkward because I built this dagger, and this dagger's not going to go into anything for a while. I wanted to go with shield bow, and I forgot that it doesn't build out of the thing that I built. This Vladimir is having a struggle of a game. It's okay, though. I mean, look how fed my bot lane is. And Zeri, Sona scale well. And again, Yasuo scales well, too. Because the thing is that once you buy crit, since you have double crit chance, you can hit really, 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 really hard, obviously. Yeah, but Yasuo is easy to understand. It's just complicated because mechanically, you are so open to having availability of being able to basically do anything you want that I could probably chase them down with those minions there if I mained Yasuo. I should have done that. I could have used those minions E, and just like follow the minion line forward and gotten them. That would have been really cool and also smart. But that's what I'm talking about, right? The thing is that like you need to immediately know exactly what to do, and even with like, if you have a whole entire minion wave, you can E the minions in such different ways that the skill... Is it ceiling? I think the skill ceiling is what people say for, like... It's not the skill floor, right? The ceiling is really high because you have so many different options available. So I'm just going to kill the Nami because I found her. I used my wind wall to keep myself safe. Oh, wow, that guy's Twitch base was going off way earlier than I expected, so we're not going to be able to catch that guy, but that's fine. We can just let Zeri continue pressuring mid and stuff. I mean, the game state is still amazing. I'd be surprised if the enemy team really wants to play it out. It's going to be difficult for them to make a comeback unless something, like, substantial happens, like maybe this kill mid lane or something. But, like, look how strong my teammate is. Oh, nope, they did get outplayed. No! Oh, see? I accidentally E'd backwards when I wasn't meaning to, and I almost got myself killed. So I used the minion wave to get on Twitch without having to use my flash, and I still was able to escape, right? That's the cool part about Yasuo. You have so much control over what you can do when there's minions involved. Minions are so important, dude. It's so awkward fighting as Yasuo when there's only one thing. Can't make up this Jax didn't get lane swapped on me, so he would soften the game. Damn, bro, that sucks. I'm sorry. Full shield bow. So yeah, we don't have 25% crit. We have 50%. Our Q can crit. I guess I could have mentioned that, but I figured that it was like kind of a given because you should just consider it a free auto attack. That's just how it works. It's just an auto. He will be back. Wow. Ganked by family. Mom, you have to understand, I can't freaking pause the game for dinner. People are relying on me right now. It's like the game's almost done. It's gonna be like 6 more minutes, I swear. It's okay if the food gets cold. It's fine. I don't mind. It's okay. I will just heat it up in the microwave. No, I don't care if it doesn't taste as good because it's in the microwave. It's fine. Trust. What else was I told? Tell your friends online they can see you after dinner, and then I would say, I have no idea who these people are. They're just random people online. They're not my friends. The next item would probably be Infinity Edge, because getting the Infinity Edge bonus crit chance is really strong. Normally, people don't, I think, build Last Whisper very much on Yasuo, like, ever. So. Very rare, I believe, to buy that. You can also Keyblade. Keyblading is something I'm not very good at, though. How you Keyblade is when you knock somebody up, you don't have to immediately ultimate. You need to have a certain amount of attack speed to do this. And if you press EQ onto a minion, rather than a stab move, you'll do a spinny move, which is exactly the same thing. It's just AoE now. But if you have somebody knocked up and you press EQ on a minion and then ulti them, the Q will transfer the damage from that to the person that you ulti, so you can effectively be Qing them while your ultimate is going off for a free Q hit. It's honestly really smart to always do it once you get enough attack speed. I don't play enough Yasuo that I'd probably be very good at it. You also need to have something to EQ if you can't just EQ the target. But, yeah. It's pretty smart to do. It's effective. Nobody's gonna fight me ever. I don't know if I should limit test or not. Because I don't know if I'm confident enough to limit test. Okay, I mean, whatever. I got good damage onto them. I wasn't able to do more. I got her flash away from me, I guess. I flashed out and then ultied back in. I didn't Keyblade, though, because once again, like, there's so much going on in my mind when I see 3 people suddenly show up, and I can't even, like, fully... I can't play Yasuo without thinking about my decisions rather than autopilot how to play him. Kind of like if I play like Zoe, I don't even need to think about it. It just naturally happens because I've played her so much. So, also, you can wind wall and then press Q, and it will like... I mean, this guy doesn't really deal damage to me. Okay. Was I wrong? Is that Orianna ultimate gonna kill me? No. That Sona ultimate was not very good. I have shield bow, so I felt pretty confident that I can continue going forward. So that's why I did that. This game state is weird. I mean, clearly they just don't even want to play. A lot of them don't. Oh no, is Zeri dead? I backed before I could help her with Wind Wall. I'm just gonna sell my thing because I don't really need it anymore. We're just still gonna build this Infinity Edge. Anyways, I was trying to say that you can press Wind Wall and Q at the same time to hide the Q animation so you can't even see it. It's not that important, but I don't know. You could... That's a neat little thing that you might not know about, I guess. I kill the minions too fast, so I can't even, like, use some of them. Sometimes I accidentally kill them. The game's just doomed, GG. Anyways, sorry that the game was so stompy. It would have been cool to see if I could even fight mid-game with Yasuo, but... I just, my whole entire team kind of smurfed it, didn't they? Did you see how much I crit for, though? Like, right there, 400. 409. I hit so freaking hard. And that's without, like, my item, too. But thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed me playing some Yasuo. I never played this champion ever. He is not that easy to play. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. We're going to look at the damage delta and stuff, of course, whenever this loads. If it loads. Lee Sin. I'll just give it to other people who popped off. I mean, Vlad had a bad game, but I don't have as many honors to give it to everybody. I did second most damage on my team. The Orianna that I was facing earlier was a Nunu mid player. He has Nunu and then LeBlanc. Quite a interesting champion pool. I mean, clearly he does play mid lane, but decided to not play his regular champion pool, I guess. And then the person that I went against after that was... Wait a second. Did I take away this guy's Yasuo on accident? Ain't no way. I mean, he does play some Yasuo. We got the 1 in 10 win. It doesn't seem like he really plays Jax, though. So those are the two guys that I faced in lane. Thanks for watching again. See you guys later. Peace out. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary of the Unranked Challenger with only viewer picks. We're playing some Briar Mid today into an Ahri. Oh, she has a longsword first item. We're not going to do anything during the early game because I like to get level 3 on Briar before we can commit, since we have a Berserk mechanic, which is very uncontrollable without all of your abilities. So it just feels really frustrating to use until you get to the higher levels. So we're going to start off with our E. Our E is the scream that heals us. The lower we get, the more we heal for, because that's Briar's passive. I'm just going to try to scream these into the wall. If I get one, that's fine. Briar has no health regen in her kit. She only heals through causing bleed by hitting opponents with auto attacks or abilities, including minions. So I did get a little bit of healing, but also almost every single ability in her kit kind of heals too. I'm just gonna bite her and deal a little bit of damage. I can't do much else besides that, though. I'm just gonna scream her away. She ignited me. Not really sure why. Obviously, extremely favorable that she did that. Dang. If I got the bite off, she dies. So I'm a bit triggered. That also, it's unfortunate that I took a little bit of bonus damage from the Kindred there, too. The Kindred being there was pretty bad timing for it. I think I could have committed faster. If she sticks around, she probably can get frozen on, which is pretty fine. I'm surprised that she decided to not just base immediately, because this is something I could probably make her lose an entire wave off of. Yeah, this is fine. So let's just back away. I just hold down my E here to heal myself a little bit. This is going to slow push towards us, so she'll just miss an entire wave. So that will bring me back to like about even farm probably if I get most of this. And then our scaling is pretty good. Briar does feel very strong when she finishes certain items. Normally you go Bruisery. You want HP and AD items because Briar gets more healing the more HP that she gets from her passive. So it's really beneficial to be able to just be able to heal more frequently and for more. Also, normally it gives you like CDR as well. Which is pretty nice. Just do a short scream, walk away, good harass. Whenever I get to do that, it's pretty damn good for me. Now, Gianna's coming mid, so obviously if I step up too aggressively, I could die. So I'm probably just going to be farming this and not even attempting it, even though I know that her HP being this low is really good for me. How Briar W works is that you firstly Berserk, and that's when you'll start running at a target. But the other part is that you can press it again to bite your target. And the bite does more damage the lower the HP of the target is. So if somebody is chunked, it will deal a lot. And obviously, if it does a lot, then that's really good because you get more healing from it. Because it also heals you based off of how much damage it did. Damn, dude, she's 1 HP, but this freaking Janna being here just ruins everything. Well, the good news is, honestly, you could see how it's getting, like, a bit easier to be able to, like, have a chance at killing her. I literally ran up and just ignited. When you Berserk, there is a way to make it so you don't auto-target champions, and that's by queuing minions, but if you do it, remember that most people know how that interaction works, at least inside of my ranks they do, and they'll just start hitting you, because they know that you can't stop it. You'll just continue hitting closest target, and you can't swap off of it, so they'll just, like, harass you the whole time. But not bad. I mean, we managed to come back a little bit, I would say. I'm just going to check to see if the dragon was being done. I'm just going to bite this and then scream, because afterwards I'm going to heal myself, and I do want to base. I wanted to base earlier, but I just want to make sure that Kindred wasn't doing that dragon. I was worried. I'm be honest, I don't think her using her ability that way is, like, ever worth it. I'm quite surprised that she's using her charm that way. Because the thing is that you put yourself in so much danger once you get to this HP. Now, if I can bite her, I could almost kill, but, I mean, if I can't bite her, then it's pretty bad. So... I'll just heal first. Wow, you use your ability that way. Let's see if this works. Nope. The charm is just too instant. I just wanted to see if maybe I could even get off a stun, but apparently that's too much of a struggle. Because one single bite there kills her. Just one bite. That's all I need. You get bonus stats when you use your ultimate too. I think I'll just go Merc Treads first just to make it more difficult for her to ever do that to me. And we will also go Titanic first. I think that sounds best. Titanic will give us more HP and more AD, of course, and that just synergizes very well. The only downside to building this, in my opinion, is that it doesn't give us any ability haste, and I really like ability haste on Briar, so that is quite unfortunate. well, I managed to kill her and burn her flash. I think that the Merc Tread value has already shown that it's very nice because her not being able to charm me for a long time feels absolutely miserable for her. For sure. She does not enjoy that, I think. So not too shabby. When we reach like 3 items, that's when, in my opinion, Briar starts feeling really ridiculous. I consider more of a mid-late game champion than an early game champion because a lot of the times you just can't survive brute force fights like ever. But once you can survive brute force fights, then suddenly all the fights feel so much easier to play. So that's what I want to be just waiting for. She's got the Malignance. I also can't farm very easily because of the minions and stuff. We'll just bite her immediately just to deal some damage. I don't know. This rock ultimate was not for me, I'm guessing. She's just dead. She keeps on stepping up towards me, and this is when... Honestly, I feel like she should have went just anti-heal. Anti-heal counters Briar so hard like Warwick. My healing is kind of OP, so... I'm so freaking dead here. There's no way that I can escape. If only Soraka was just a little bit closer. If you don't know, Briar's healing passive is all forms of healing. If I got that redemption, I would have been able to heal, but I had to kill the Janna who was like nearby instead. I felt like that was a better thing because otherwise I can't escape. But like redemption heals for more. Soraka W, Soraka ultimate, all of it. All forms of healing heals for more. If I went lifesteal, heals for more. Sundered Sky, heals for more. So Briar just gets really ridiculous. All his ulti, if it lands, then perfect, and if it doesn't, then whatever. Oh, nice, it did land. And then we'll just go on this guy now, who will unfortunately live. Yeah, we're OP now. We have reached the OP status of Briar for sure, even after the terrible early game that I had with a bunch of mistakes. Doesn't really matter. How our ultimate works is that you will berserk onto a target, and it's infinite. It will never end until they die, or you can stop it yourself by forcing it, but otherwise it will never end. You get bonus. It's just a better berserk. You get more movement speed, you get lifesteal, you get bonus armor, magic resist. You just become a stronger version of berserk. Dude, this is ridiculous. Let me have this turret, man. So bonkers. We can queue onto ally stuff, including wards, to run away from people, so that's what I wanted to do. This guy already has anti-heal, and I'm sure that I probably could not survive it. As cool as it would be to just, like, jump on the Caitlyn, who's probably going to walk close enough that would be easy to do, I think it's probably best to just reset. Also, Titanic gives us an auto-attack reset, and your W kind of feels like an auto-attack reset. So you can do, like, auto-attack, press W, press Titanic, or you probably want to press Titanic first, if anything. But, yeah, it's kind of nice. I'm guessing Caitlyn left to go mid? I could have jumped on Caitlyn there. I didn't realize that she was alone until it was too late. What I'm trying to do is just shove and see if maybe I can, like, rotate to a play with my ultimate, because, I mean, I can get across the map kind of quickly. She's just dead. I got a good flank position. I just stun her, and then she dies, because it's not very easy for her to run away from something like that. I probably have to go bot lane to farm that, because the Renekton keeps pushing. If I land my ultimate on him, I might be able to 1v1 him, because of Soraka ultimate and Karthus ultimate. Also, he doesn't have Ignite or anything, too, I guess. Your ultimate's so good for 1v1ing bruisers, because it gives you that armor and magic resist that feels so damn nice. I'm just not going to stop berserking. It's not worth it. Nice, this guy's dead too. He can't survive it. I just deal way too much at this point. I was worried about the charm from the Ahri, so that's what I was, like, kind of waiting on. Damn, my bite didn't go off. What is that? The set kind of just ran in to try to fight and didn't even get to use his ultimate. I probably should have just let him die, but I thought maybe I can do something to assist him. Unforge. Oh my gosh, Soraka, steal it. I believe in you. Darn. Yeah, there's no way Soraka would normally deal enough. That's okay, though. I mean, the game state is still pretty damn good for us. They don't really have much armor, so I deal a lot, and we heal for a ton. We have 61 increased healing when we get very, very low. And now I'm also buying, like, CDR items, so I can use my Berserk more often, because it just feels so nice to have that. I'm going to be going Sundered Sky, probably just a Black Cleaver. In fact, maybe not Black Cleaver. Maybe I try Overlords. I've never tried Overlord's Bloodmail, and it sounds kind of crazy. Could be kind of fun. She'll probably just use her ultimate out. Dang, that was kind of close to killing me. She was like 10 HP, so that's really sad that nobody had any follow-up to, like, Karthus ultimate or anything to kill that guy. I'll just continue healing with my abilities for now. I have bot lane shoved in. I mean, I'm down to fight those guys if we think that we can beat them, but if Kindred shows up, that would be pretty miserable. So that's why I'm not, like, overcommitting. I don't think that I'm strong enough to 1v2, or, like, 1v3 versus those two. I could probably 1v2. Versus Ahri, I'm scared about getting charmed into Kindred gank, too. Those things would just be too influential for me to probably escape from. Okay, nobody came bot lane, so I guess I'll just be hitting it to deal some damage to it, even though I don't really deal that much to turrets. I feel like somebody should come down eventually, and that would be a timing for me to want to, like, look for a roam play. Because now Ahri's bot side, and I can maybe try to pick somebody. Just poke her a little bit. We probably can't kill. That's a lot of people. They are kind of chunked, though. I almost have my item, too. I have my item. This is such a big buy. God damn it, dude. I wish that guy would just not play so aggressive. Why do they play aggressive so often? Because if we just, like, chill for a second, I can, like, come help you. You don't have to step so far up that you don't have to be just underneath your turret or something. This is a pretty insane fight. She just used her Q backwards out of panic, I guess, or something. I don't really know what happened there. It'd be cool to be able to take this bot lane turret, if we can. But we have no wave. Dragon's coming up in 30. Dude, how did Zaya die again? This person, like, is actually just starting to run into every single person and just start fighting them until the death. It's so ridiculous. If she just settled down for, like, a moment and just played now with the team, then I'm sure she could pop off. I mean, she's plenty strong. Okay, Set was able to secure that. He might still be screwed, though. I don't know if he can escape afterwards. So maybe we just have to give this dragon if he dies. In fact, I guess it's already pretty difficult to defend in the first place, considering we... they did Otacon, though. Can we do dragon? Is it possible? I mean, we got decent poke on this guy. I'm not going to stop my Berserk. I'll just flash this. Just use my ability. Should be fine. I don't think that they can catch me here. Dude, my Q literally is mid-animation, and if my Q lands there, my Q applies on hit effects, which would proc my Sundered Sky, and I would have healed for so much. Soraka died without ulting, sadly. I mean, in the end, it was still a good fight, just because we managed to, win a fight that, in my opinion, we shouldn't have been able to win. I don't know, the game state's been, like, so bad for so long, and... I keep on hitting my ultimate on Caitlyn somehow when I feel like it should not be landing, because she should be respecting it pretty hard. That's the only thing that she really is in danger of dying from, I would say. Briar ultimate can be blocked by, like, ally champions and stuff, and I can't... It's difficult that if somebody else gets hit by it, for me to cancel the Berserk and then suddenly jump on Caitlyn to kill her. Like, the convenience of being able to land it straight up on the most important target is really insane for us. Hello. Do I really lose this? Wow, that's crazy. I almost am able to win. He has 1 HP. Soraka also didn't heal me either. I don't think either of them were paying attention to my fight, but I went into the fight seeing if I could win in the first place. Apparently I just don't heal enough. Nice job stopping the Rift Herald, bro. That was actually insane. Also, if I land my ultimate, I probably win because of the stats that it gives. I was fighting without my R. Your R locks you into an animation. A lot of times I feel like it's not even worth using if you're already inside the middle of a fight. So that's why I didn't use it. I like using it to... like, catch somebody off guard, and I didn't know if he was gonna all-in me or not, and clearly he did. Another item that will influence that fight is Death Stance. Death Stance will make it so I take less damage over time. So that means I'll just have like more survivability to get healing for myself. Whoa. I'm gonna run into Renekton, right? Damn, I couldn't berserk fast enough. Oh, you didn't even... Oh, but you got her, though. Okay, you got both. Nice. Really good set play. And I have my Death Dance now, too. Alright, it's a bloodbath of a game, but in the end, I think that we are getting much closer to the spike point that I start feeling even more ridiculous than this. I said 3 items is when it starts getting insane, and we're starting to get, obviously, now to that point, because I just finished my 3 item. I still don't feel like I need any, like, shred, honestly. Like, no Last Whisper necessary. We have 75% increased healing now. Also, Death Stance does give healing a little bit if you get a kill, so that is kind of convenient, I guess. If I ulti Renekton, I could probably win. Does not land, so I'll just leave. If we try and we fail, there's just no reason to probably go for it, even though I still want to, really badly. Aw, dang, Kindred's here too. Yeah, with Kindred being there, then that changes everything, because she has anti-heal. Bummer, guys. My bad for dying the way that I did. Damn, Karthus probably almost killed that guy, too. If only I landed my R. Even though he was probably just baiting in the end, right? I mean, if I did land my R, maybe I just would have fallen into Kindred's hands again. Oh my gosh, he might kill. Oh, I mean, he's won. That's okay. Even though it unfortunately means that they probably just get Dragon. I mean, not Dragon, Baron. Baron's probably gone. I'm almost level 16 for another spike point for giving me more, ultimate stats and stuff. More lifesteal. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. That was, close. Mountain Dragon spawning. Dang, dude, okay, I guess I'll just rotate to it. I wanted to go farm top because I'm about to reach level 16. Also, it doesn't even seem like we can contest Dragon because Soraka and Karth is based. So is this even something we can do? I blue trinketed it, so we know that they're not on it just yet. Zaya's just dead. She was not patient enough. That's sad. Oh well. Nice try. I ignited him. Big ignite. I honestly think we should definitely be trying to fight with Renekton being dead again. It's a good timing to fight right now. Our team comp's so jank. Set's like the only other person with me that can like go forward. I don't really know why she thinks that she can ever duel me. I'm insanely strong right now. I don't really die to mages. Mages really suck against me now. Ooh. Renekton. I know Kindred's pushing, but I feel like Karthus can defend alone, because we should try to take our own inhib, otherwise we're not going to get as much stuff done. So I'm going to try to help her take more. We should be able to take inhib ourselves. So lame, dude. She has flash. They are kind of low, though, if we have Karthus ultimate soon, I guess. Okay. Having them die like that is big, because this needs to be defended. Okay, yeah. They shouldn't be able to end. And I have Overlords. Overlord's Bloodmail acquired, I think. Okay, so this gives us a bunch of AD. The lower we get, the more AD we get, the more damage we deal, the more damage we deal, the more healing we get. So, feedback loop. Doesn't give CDR, though, sadly. I mean, I could ulti her, but would there be follow-up if I did? Or would I just go to my death? I'm kind of scared about shoving out, because when I get engaged on, like, by somebody like Kindred who can kite, they normally just... I'm forced to fight, and then if I'm forced to fight and they send multiple members, it's really bad. Kind of want to buy an iron pot. Part of me is just thinking that it's going to be really nice for the crowd control that they have. So I guess I'll do that. They're just going to do Dragon. Or Baron. We'll see. I can blue trinket it. They're already on it. It seems like it's already gone, guys. I'm going to be honest. Soraka, I mean on Soraka. Ahri did use her ultimate, though. Well, this fight's probably not going to end up very good for us, but whatever. She almost died, 1 HP. Unlucky. That was the best shot that I had. Could have been so insane. Well, that was my try of Briar, guys. Unfortunately, we lose sometimes. I feel like I know, it's kind of rough. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace out. Have a great day and everything. We'll look at the damage dealt. I imagine my damage dealt should be pretty good. I think Xayah died so much during mid game that gave them unnecessary more lead than they needed, but it's okay. Happens. So see you guys later. Peace out. Did a little bit less than Karthus. Bye everybody.